Hey guys, first Adam here with another Diablo video. Today I'm kind of taking a closer look at some of the barbarian builds, particularly one build for the new patch 2.4. I watched that BlizzCon and it was pretty amazing, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. So I've been playing it all day today and yesterday. And I mean, I gotta say, the change that they made to Demon Hunter, Demon Hunter is my favorite class, is super strong, and I can clear a lot faster with the Demon Hunter, but the Barbarian is just super rewarding just because of the one-shots and just the major damage that I can put out. So what I'll be showing you guys today is the Furious Charge Boulder Toss build. They redesigned the Raycor's set now, so now they have the 2, 4, and 6 set. First set, if you only hit one target, it refunds the charge of Furious Charge. Super easy, super nice for Rift bosses. Just perma-freeze them, they can't do a thing. Easiest thing in the world. Next is Furious Charge gains the effect of every rune, and the damage is increased by 400%. Really nice. I'm hitting, because I'm going physical build, I'm hitting about 800 to 1.2 billion damage for crits on my Furious Charge. And the big damage dealer here is going to be Boulder Toss, and that's because of the 6th set. Every use of Furious Charge increases the damage of your next Fury spending attack by 300%. This affects stacks. Every use of Furious spending attack consumes 5 stacks. Now that does not mean that the damage that your next spending attack is going to do 300 times 5. It's just going to consume 5 of those stacks, but the damage amplification of how much damage that ability is going to do is determined by how many stacks you have total. You can get up to 100 stacks. So if you have 100 stacks, you're going to consume 5, but you're going to do the damage of 100 times 300% of that ability. Now, I've tried other abilities and stuff. They do hit really hard, couple billion, 5, 10, 15 billion, but I've been able to hit over, without any pylons, 235 billion damage with my Boulder Toss. I one-shotted a T10 Rift Guardian boss. It was super nice. And what makes it so strong is these bracers. Increase the damage of Ancient Spear Boulder Toss by 100%. When the Boulder Toss hits 5 or fewer enemies, the damage is increased by 171%, all the way up to 200%. So I got these as soon as I got into the PTR. This is one of the first drops I got, so immediately I had to try them out. So my main damage is not coming from Furious Charge. I'm using Furious Charge as my generator and as a kind of a support kind of build to kind of freeze my enemies in place. That way I don't take damage from them, and then just throw one Boulder Toss on them, hope it crits, and walk away. If it doesn't crit, it doesn't do as much damage, obviously. If at 100 stacks of Furious Charge, I throw a Boulder, it does not crit, it's still going to do like 70 billion damage in one hit. So it's still a ridiculous amount of damage. But when it does crit, anything it hits, it just dies instantly. It's pretty awesome. I'm using the Focus and Restraint because you are spending and you are generating. What makes this build super easy is that Furious Charge. Gain the effect of every rune, so I'm effectively actually generating 25 Fury per enemy hit. That makes it super easy to keep my Fury up for Boulder Toss, because with Boulder Toss, let me explain what this does. It costs 25 Fury plus all. So it doesn't cost 25, it just costs whatever Fury you currently have, that's what it costs. But the reason why, when you throw a giant boulder that expends all remaining Fury to deal 20% damage for every point of Fury. So I have a grand total of 170. So Boulder Toss damage is increased by 20% per point. So that's quite a bit of damage. That combined with combined with my bracers, combined with the 6 set from Raycor set, is really ridiculous. Now I'm also using Berserker Rage, so you only use Boulder Toss when you're at max Fury. That's the best damage output. So when you're at max Fury, it increases all damage, my sheet damage, by 25%, which therefore increase the damage that I do with Boulder Toss. I'm using Animosity for the extra 20 Fury and Fury Regeneration, Superstition for toughness, and Toughness Nails for toughness as well. So Ancient Spear Boulder Toss that I have as my left mouse button. Furious Charge Merciless Assault, because it's physical. This is a full physical build. And I'm using Battle Rage with the Swords of Plowshares. Now this is debatable. If you're pushing Greater Rifts, you want this one, this rune. Otherwise, if you just want to do like T10 riffs and stuff, use Bloodshed. It's so much more damage. I'm also using Ignore Pain with Ironhide, 50% damage reduction, and immunity to all controlling effects for 7 seconds. Wrath of Berserker with Insanity, Warcry with Impunity for toughness again. I was having issues with toughness, so this is how I had to run it. I'm also using the belt, the Pride. Increases Ignore Pain by an additional 6 seconds. Basically, you use Ignore Pain when you come across the elite pack and they have major ground effects, lightning, fire chains, or fire trails, anything like that. Because when you Furious Charge, you're standing right on top of that shit, and you will die quickly. For my passives, I'm using Furnace, because elite pack damage OP. Lyrics Crown to gain the additional cooldown. You don't need a whole lot of cooldown. I only have about 32.5%, and that's well enough to, so as long as I hit at least 2 enemies, I get my Furious Charge refunded, or almost refunded, down to like 2 seconds or so. But that's still plenty. I have enough time between Furious Charges to recuperate that 2 seconds. If you're hitting one unit, it just doesn't go off cooldown. So that's all I have there. In Unity, I have my Unity on my follower along with the relics so they don't die. So 50% of damage reduction right there. So that's pretty much the items. I have now the new Traveler's Pledge. I haven't tested this set out yet, but it's not going to work for the Barbarian. Because unless if you're doing kind of like an Ancient Hammer build or something where you're going to stand still. But the way this works, it doesn't, as soon as you stand still, you don't get that 100% damage increase. It has to build up. Ding, 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 ding. And it goes in, and you have to wait 10 seconds for it to fully build up. So, at least that's the way I've seen it. I haven't used it yet, but I've seen other people use it. Once you get at 100% from standing still, as soon as you start moving, you notice that the damage buff icon that you have down here starts going down in increments of 10, and then your damage reduction that you receive goes up by 10. So I'm not sure if that's just a timer, a 10-second timer, where you can kind of juggle both of them at the same time, or if that's indicating how much damage how much extra damage you're dealing and how much damage you're not receiving. So from a weapon, this is the best weapon I have right now for physical and for the life on hit. For pushing greater rifts, that extra life on hit is super nice. So for gems, I either use Esoteric of Alteration or Bane of the Powerful. Either or. You can also use Pain Enhancer for extra dot damage, but I'm trying this out because this is more of the direct impact damage from Boulder Toss, and that's what I want. Bane of Stricken and Bane of the Powerful. I have Bane of the Trapped. So they're moderately upgraded, so, but you know. So and just use all 6 pieces from here. And that's it. So, as you can see, I already have 2 stacks for my Furious Charge. Each time I do it, I gain a stack. And once you reach 5 stacks, that's when you want to use Boulder Toss. The more stacks you have, the more damage you're going to do. And like I said, the more stacks you have, the more damage you're going to do, but you're only going to consume 5 of them per spender. So, I'm going to hop in just to a Greater Rift 55, empower it, and give it a shot. Let's see how it works. So what's super nice about this is I can just freeze enemies all the way up, and I got a nice group there. One-shot at 23 billion, just like that. Another 17 billion. 60 billion. Hey. It just makes it super easy. So this build really thrives on elite packs, so you can actually skip all trash and just go straight for elites, which is super handy. Like this here. There's one down. I didn't one-shot him that time, but still pretty easy to kill the elites. Get out of that fire. $76 billion, as you saw there.
I wish I could do that.
stupid lightning. Basically, you just run around just trying to find elite packs wherever you can. Like here. And one-shot it. And this is great at Rift 55. You know, I know everybody's pushing much higher, but this is just where I've gotten. I can probably make it higher as well, but as you can see, I'm not really struggling for toughness right now. And that was at 50 stacks is when I killed those guys. So at 100 stacks against a Rift Guard boss, super damage. The thing I don't like is when you go to the next area, you lose all your Furious Charge stacks, which really suck. Just trying to pick some of those stacks up. There we go, that was a crit. It's so easy to identify crits from non-crits because if they're still alive, you did not crit. Crit? Another crit. And it's just so easy and so rewarding just to go up and just throw one ability and kill them all. Oh, that was so awesome.
Impossible.
Running around, finding elite packs, and then killing them. So that's how I see this build going, because you don't have, I mean, you have good AoE, but you thrive at single target damage. Just like that. Just die already. There we go. See? I almost one-shot him, and I only had about, I think it was 12 stacks. If it crits, it's just monstrous damage. That was a non-crit, and that was 14 billion damage. So let's hope I can get to the Rift Guardian in this one. Power Shrine, yeah. fight the Rift Guardian with this buff on, so there we go. Ooh, hello. I'm just gonna keep doing this till I get some stacks. See, I'm easily critting for 1.3 to 1.5 billion. 1.5, 1.6, another 4, 5, 7. So, 50 stacks. Boom! Another 50 stacks. Boom. How easy was that Rift Guardian? That was a rank 55. That took me, 20 seconds. So ridiculously stupid. Oh man, I hope they don't nerf it because this is just so much fun. Honestly, the hardest part is getting to the Rift Guardian. The Rift Guardian's easy. Super easy. As you saw, I almost one-shotted them. If I had all 100 stacks, I could have easily one-shotted them. Because they only have like 170 billion hit points, and I can crit for 235 easily. I can actually probably crit higher for that. I just haven't seen any higher than that. Because I don't get to 100 stacks too often. Because by the time you get too close to 100 stacks, you reach the next area and it removes them. So, let's see here. What gems can I upgrade? 15%. Ooh, yeah. 80%. Why not? Good. Oh, come on. I failed on a 70%. That's the worst. Actually, the worst is when you fail on a 90%. But yeah. So I still got 3 upgrades out of that. I super like the extra, key upgrade. It does cost a lot, and I've noticed that they've nerfed how much gold you get as well. Because pretty much I've gotten all my gold, all 6 billion of it, which is actually low compared to all these other streamers. But just from doing greater rifts, and you see when I turn it in, 26 million. Last time before patch 2.4, I was getting like 80 million or higher. But the XP is ridiculous. They've also increased how much XP it requires to go up to the next level. So you get more XP. That's another thing that they did. Is gems. Notice 41% experience, unless if you're level 70, then it's 4.1. But what they did is they took the other missing percentages of XP that we get from all of our gear, gems, and everything like that, and they just put it on the monsters. So, because what Blizzard wanted to do is they wanted to make it so everybody goes to DPS class and just has fun killing stuff really, really, really quickly and easily. So, it makes it very simple to get experience. See how good these are. Now, I really do want these shoulders, but the problem is I'd have to give up Leoric's crown, which would be easy because I can get, 8%. If you re-roll the area damage here for, like, crit, cooldown, get cooldown on your shoulders, you can get rid of the Leoric's crown. So that way you maintain your 30 plus cooldown reduction, and then you can use these instead because this will definitely increase your damage. When I was running these, I was getting up to 2.5 billion crits with my Furious Charge. When I was in Fire, and when I was doing the Fire build without the Boulder toss, I was hitting close to 3 billion. If I ran Convention of Elements Ring, I was easily hitting close to 10 billion per Furious Charge hit. So super, super ridiculously easy. And let's see here. Anything else good? Chance, no, nope. Kings, Troll Thorns. Ooh, I have not seen this ring yet. This is actually a pretty cool ring. Against a Fierce Charge, Ground Stomp, or Leap, take 55% reduced damage for 8 seconds. That's really nice. So I can see how this might become one of the... This is going to become one of the next... instead of using... Focus and Restraint, I can easily see how you might be using this ring and like a Convention of Elements in place of these two. Because if you think of it, Convention of Elements 100% damage increase. Not conventional. Focus and restraint is 100% damage increase. Conventional elements is 200% damage increase for those 4 seconds. The thing is, for those 4 seconds with this boulder toss, yeah, you can. I haven't tested it yet. I should test it with this build. Actually, when I go do that, but it can easily hit. I would think over 400 billion damage at 100 stacks. But you know what? Let me. Do I have those shoulders already? I do not. So what I'm going to do, let's do a regular grit, just a level 10. Go. Go. Go into a 10. Let's see how this works now. Going full physical. Physical damage is broken right now. Yeah, I definitely see a huge damage increase because on the Rift Guardian boss, you know, I was hitting. Boom! Look at that. One shot at that guy. Super easy. $800 million. Okay, see, now it's on fire. Lightning. Physical. Yeah, 135 billion with only 15 stacks. That's pretty ridiculous. Mortal Kings. I love the new Death's Breaths. They're so much easier to spot. I just want to see how much damage I do with physical. Okay, so. Oh! I don't know if you all saw that. Physical rolled, and with only 20 less stacks, I did a 200 billion crit. Pretty easy. Where are all the elite packs? Come on. But you know what I should do? I should change this to bloodshed. There we go. That really helps clear all this stuff. Just one more elite pack, that's all I want. I mean, this is T10, and this is just silly. It's just silly. Hurry. But yeah, that is the new Barbarian Furious Charge Boulder Toss build. um, really broken, lots of damage output. It's just really, really fun. It's just so rewarding. You just see that boulder toss, and he's like, crit, 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 hit crit, because they're dead. Um, it's just so nice to see their health plummet. And I played Demon Hunter for the last 2 seasons. I really like the Demon Hunter. With the new rework and the Unhallowed Essence build, it's just really, really strong. But, at the same time, what I don't like is how easy they are to die. But with this new rework, they made them have a damage, a toughness buff on them, so they don't take as much damage, which is super nice. I cleared a Greater Rift 57 with just the current gear that I had, nothing, extra or special or anything. With a UH build, I cleared Greater Rift 57 in 4 minutes. Yeah, really, really strong. The new builds for they're buffed the Marauder 6 set for the Demon Hunter, really strong. They buffed it by 400 or 300% per sentry. Before it's 100% damage increase per sentry. Now it's 400% per sentry, and sentries do 200% more damage on top of that. So it is really fun, really strong. But not for solo. I'd say like if you were to go a physical build, cluster arrow with a manicore, yeah, that's where it's at right there. I was easily hitting 1.6 to 4 billion per shot, and my sentries were hitting, about 1 billion each. So lots of damage, but I just didn't feel like it was as fun as this Barbarian. The new, Earth set, that's probably what I'm going to do next, just because it just feels so strong, looks so strong. So it looks really fun. I saw it played at the BlizzCon, and DatMods was playing it. So I'm probably going to be checking that out. The new Wizard set, if you guys haven't seen it, well, not the new Wizard set, but the reworked Firebird set. So it looks like it can do a lot of damage, but I'm not much for. I like dot. I like dot damage if they're easy monsters to kill. So on T10, this looks like a great farming set. Firebird set, great farming. For pushing Greater Rifts, it could be really useful. In teams, it could be really useful. In groups. But there's better DPS classes out there. Especially with the new bracers. Trying to find them. Where did I put them? Aha. Look at this. Your primary skills heal you for 5.4 up to 6% of your missing life per hit. This is Barbarian only. So I'm thinking Frenzy build. Frenzy or Cleave build. Because if you go Cleave, you can do Cleave with Rupture or any one of these. It doesn't really matter. There's Brace. There's other things that there's a belt that increases. I think it's a belt that increases Cleave damage by like 400%, and then all sorts of stuff. I would think that what you would want to go the new ring set build. I think I have one of them lying around here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, here's one. The new ring set. While this is your only set bonus active, every ancient item you equip increases your damage dealt by 800% and reduces damage taken by 4%. So with the Cleave, I can really see that being something remarkably strong. All the top leaderboards right now, Barbarians, they're only using this. And with the Willing Host set, the Legacy of the Nightmare set, you can't have any other set pieces active. You can have set items equipped, but if you get one of the 2, 4, 6 set bonuses, it does not proc the 2 set bonus from these rings. So as long as you can have a Mortal Kings and a Raycors and then Earth sets and then a Waste set. They're not bonusing each other in any way, shape, or form. They're just normal ancients. It will still work. But as soon as you get another set on there, it's game over, man. Um, so, and Seismic Slam, here's another one that can be extremely strong. Um, so there's just so many builds you can do now that are really high DPS. And so far, the Raid Corps set is definitely my favorite. I think in team fights, it's going to be really strong, especially if you can get a support monk, still have a support monk. That way you can just apply all the damage buffs and debuffs onto an enemy to boost the damage of a barbarian or all your other teammates. But between, having the convention elements on this Boulder Toss build, with all the other buffs that you can get from parties, from having a monk with full Ina set now, and using Sanctuary, everything that you can get to buff it, having a Demon Hunter with Wolves, having a Witch Doctor with Big Bad Voodoo, you apply all these onto one Barbarian. That's all it would take is one Barbarian. Get up to 100 stacks, wait for conventional elements to roll on physical, run up and throw one boulder onto a Rift Guardian. You can easily do 700 to 1,000,000,000,000 damage with one hit. Not tested, this is theorizing, but just by myself, 100 stacks, Rift Guardian boss, I can get past 235 trillion. Especially if you have the damage pylon on, you can easily hit 2 trillion, because it increases all your damage by 400%. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It's not really little, it's going on 32 minutes right now. Tried to make it shorter, but there's just so much I want to talk about, so much things I wanted to do. But yeah, so this is just Barbarian. I will be doing a Demon Hunter one as well, going over the new Unhallowed and Marauder 6 set, and actually I think I have all the shadow pieces as well. So, just watch out for those videos, and I will be posting them here soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like and subscribe, leave comments for any suggestions you want me to try out, and I will go for it. Thank you all for watching. Later.